It's August 15th today. Back here on this river. Did a little bit of shooting with my bow. Got a little practice in. Decided to come out and scout this spot. The reason I chose this river is it's pretty wide. Maybe 20 yards wide. And for that reason, I think it's going to deter a lot of people from crossing. On the other side is a little strip of public, maybe in only 20 acres in size. There's a nice oxbow in the river. The river turns to the right and then immediately back to the left. And out here to my right, there's this nice oxbow. I'm guessing there's going to be some nice buck bedding on it. Up to the left, there's a couple ridges, and behind that is ag. I think I'm going to cross this river and check it out. Let's see what we can get into here. Starting off on this oxbow. You got the creek over here where I came in. Over here to my left is the other side of the creek. And right out here is this peninsula, this oxbow. So we'll go have a look here. Lots of deer tracks crossing. Didn't see many big ones that were fresh. However, I've found big ones back here before. Looks like we've got a bed here. Well, I'm at a pretty good vantage point looking around here. This would probably be the best spot on the oxbow unless there's a better spot. There's a little bit of a rise, a bunch of deadfalls over here, and lots of grasses. Gives lots of concealment to the buck. He can stand up, see pretty much 360 degrees around this open creek bottom in here. And this is a pretty hard spot to beat for him. It's going to make it tough. It's right through there is where I got to access. So I'll have to go and cross to the left over here. Crossing over and then swooping all the way around and setting up most likely back here. Otherwise, he's going to see me if he stands up. So that's a good thing to know. And that's the exact reason why you come here and find these beds, to figure out exactly what you can and can't get away with. So keep looking here, see if there's any more beds. There should be some. It's a pretty big oxbow, so. Little pool there for him to drink out of. Come up on here. Looks like there's a bed right on the edge of the water. You can stand up and just look around. That's why they like these oxbows. They get so much visibility through here. Lots of beds. Beds everywhere. Certainly an encouraging thing. You see something like this on the map. Really obvious spot where there could be some good stuff. And it's always nice to come back in here and find exactly what you were looking for. Here we got more. Here's another bed. And here looks like a real worn in one. Down to the dirt. And again, he's right off the tip of this oxbow. Where I came in, across the creek right over here, just right here by these rocks. And again, I'll have to come around that bend if I want to access across the creek. But this is a real good spot. He can stand up and essentially see all of this. I'm gonna go ahead and move on here. Head up those ridges that are back behind this oxbow on the mainland. Hopefully find some good doe bedding, good rut sign, all that sort of stuff. So we'll go get the camera and we'll see what else we can get into. I'm up on the ridge here. Other one is over here to my left. And the creek is down here. But found a real nice fresh bed. Pretty big. It looks like it's pretty fresh as well. A couple more. Here's another. There's trails going through here. Trails going up that way. And there's lots of sign of them standing up, browsing. It's quite thick in here. Excellent bedding spot. No oaks, but there's locust trees in here. And they can, assuming that there's pods, which I have seen in this area, they can just hang out in here, eat all of this browse. Lots of honeysuckle, all sorts of stuff that deer love, so it's definitely a good bedding spot. They can observe down here, down and through to the creek bottom, and there's lots of trails that cross every which way, so this is shaping up to be a really good spot. Doesn't look like there's much human sign other than some garbage that's been washed up, so seems like we're in a good spot. Most likely going to be here this fall. The good camera here, it's about out of battery. I forgot my other one in the truck. So we'll have to go on just with the GoPro. Sure is beautiful in here. Sure is beautiful. Lots of trails. Here we're getting into some rut sign, looks like. A little bit of an old rub. Ooh, there's a little caterpillar. Just a beaten down trail through here. Lots of fresh tracks. Some more rut sign up here, it looks like. Lots more. Nice rubs. Here's a good one. Here's one from last year, it looks like. Real nice rub from last year. And out here, looks like there's some cattails and some real thick stuff. And this low spot, and on the other side, further south, is a real nice ag field. I'm not sure what's planted over there. I'll have to go take a drive and see. But I mean, there are just trails everywhere through here. Real good transition spot. Coming from this ridge up here and going up onto that ridge, just crisscrossing essentially, is right where I'm at. Would certainly be hard to get in here. And a lot of chances to get busted, so I'll have to figure out some way to get in here, but this looks like a killer spot. Killer spot. Trails going up there into the thick. More going through here. We'll go up to this way. Lots of locusts. There's an oak tree. Another oak tree. It's definitely going to be a little bit of food in here, other than the normal browse. But here, look at all these locust pods. Good source of natural browse for the deer. This is an interesting area. Good trails. Beat down trails. Right up here, that's our little rise. Our hill going up through there. Very thick, as you can tell. Just perfect bedding habitat. And we'll go up and check it out, but right in through here, if there's a way I can sneak in and set up in a tree here, this might be a good spot, catching some good rut movement, crossing from the different bedding areas. So yeah, this looks like a real good spot. It's a great big oak tree. Looks like a big black oak. Could possibly set up in there. Would offer a lot of cover. There definitely are plenty of trees in through here. Shouldn't have a problem setting up. So I'll go ahead and mark it on onX. Mark my location. And this little clearing will be an excellent spot. Most likely for rut hunting. It's a real good transition. There's thick bedding up here with a little ridge. Another little ridge right here with some other thick stuff. And right in this strip will be a really good transition. As I said, there's trails going everywhere through here. There's rut sign. I'm thinking as long as I can access this without getting busted, there's a high probability I could get one in here. Real good spot. Gonna be back here for sure. One thing that I definitely like to key in on when I'm scouting is looking for hard transition lines, and a lot of them. Still in this same creek bottom. There's thick here. There's an open patch next to it, and then there's another thick spot back next to it. Over here, it's a creek drainage, thick grass, cattails up in there, brush, briars, all sorts of stuff. But what that creates is a lot of transitions, a lot of areas where the habitat is broken up. And as the old saying goes, deer are creatures of edge, so that is what you want to look for. I think that'll about do it for me this afternoon. As you can tell, a little hot, and the mosquitoes are pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it, but this is definitely going to be a spot that I will return to with a bow in hand. There's many setups I could make in here, and I think it's going to be a pretty good overlooked spot. There's some thunder even, so good signal to get out of here. But appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Much love. Take care.